Ladies and gentlemen, I don't enjoy talking about the demise of Democrats or anyone that I disagree with politically. I think that is immoral. That's the height of it. One of the most immoral things, perhaps the height of immorality, to wish for a detrimental outcome or the demise or some kind of negative experience for people you disagree with politically. That is a really despicable character trait. And you could see what happened when Herman Cain lost his life or when President Trump's brother lost his life. You had hashtag wrong Trump. You could see how they were trying to revel gleefully in the loss of Herman Cain. A great American. I mean, he is a great American. You can disagree with him politically, but the man was a success in life, a great human being, and a tremendous success. And instead of simply saying, well, he lost his life, they said, you see, he didn't do exactly what we wanted, and he perished because of that. Meanwhile, the majority of people who did perish were in blue states and did exactly what Democrats told them to do. But that wasn't reason to gleefully mock or celebrate their demise. Again, Democrats don't really, or morally superior liberals oftentimes don't really look at things from the vantage point of basic logic or critical thinking skills. So you have a situation where, this is an article, MSNBC continues avoiding Barbara Boxer. Basically, there was a burglary, or she dealt with a really horrible incident, a robbery. Just days after inviting her on air, the liberal media continues downplay, ignore the growing crime in cities across the country. So they are so focused on President Trump. They are so obsessed with Trump and painting everything as Trump's fault that they're oblivious to what's taking place. By the way, Earl Lucky, thank you so very much for your super thanks on my last segment upload. Earl Lucky, who also is very generous on the live stream super chat, but there's a super thanks. I want to thank you very, very much, Earl Lucky. Thank you so much. And SL, thank you. These are people. Thank you so much. SL, Earl, thank you so much. This is super thanks on the uploads below. If you want to support this channel, there's a super thanks button near the like and share button below. Just right below, right next to the like and the share button, there's something called super thanks. So if you want to, buy me a cup of coffee or support this channel, you can do so on the uploads now as well. It's kind of like super chat for the uploads. But Earl, I can't thank you enough. So kind of you. I don't have $20 million in venture capital funding like some people, the very wealthy Democratic socialists who have a discrimination case right now, so that nobody's talking about. But I will thank you in an upload after the upload that I see if somebody gives a super thanks. So a super thank you to you, Earl Lucky. Thank you so very much. Your support, ladies and gentlemen, is greatly appreciated. I'm constantly swimming upstream. And if you look, ladies and gentlemen, at this article, MSNBC, CNN, they don't want to talk about what took place with Barbara Boxer. It was in Oakland, California, and they don't want to hear. I mean, you look at, she's been on MSNBC numerous times, obviously just in the past month. She was obviously a long-time California Democratic senator, a very important, influential individual within the Democratic Party, and you have crime soaring in New York City, in cities throughout California. In Democratic-run states and cities, you have crime that's through the roof. You have homelessness that's becoming an increasingly greater issue and dilemma every single day. I can tell you, I live in Los Angeles. I can tell you that in Los Angeles, the homeless situation, and I God bless these people. I feel bad for them, but it's like it's getting worse and worse every single day. And you talk about wealth inequality, it's the epitome of wealth inequality. You can see in Los Angeles and New York. You could see people without any home, without even $1 to their name, living next to multi-million-dollar homes and areas of the city, and it's like the Democrats are completely oblivious to their own, like, the policies that they've implemented helped create and foment this situation. You don't shut down all of American society and then expect the homeless crisis to be alleviated. You're going to actually make it worse. There are people who have lost their jobs and who have become homeless because you shut down society. MSNBC, ABC, NBC completely avoid Barbara Boxer. Robbery. CBS offers less than 7 seconds of coverage. Only 2 CNN programs address the former Democratic senator's assault on Tuesday. So it's like, if this was, for example, if you take, let's say it was a Republican congressman or a Republican, senator or whatever, a pundit. You look at what's taking place with Steven Crowder. God bless Steven Crowder. I wish him a safe and speedy recovery. Do I agree with him on everything? No. But he is, extremely courageous, trying to always be at the forefront of the First Amendment in a time when the First Amendment is trying to be erased from our Bill of Rights by, you guessed it, wonderful, morally superior liberal Democrats. But here you have, he was in the hospital. What kind of reaction do you get on Twitter? I don't have Twitter, but I can tell you, you have the most despicable type of reaction. I'm not reacting that way. I'm not saying, you see, the crime is so bad that even Barbara Boxer had to experience it. You've had Democrats, there was one Democratic politician or running for a political contest. He had his car, it was like stolen during an interview. I forgot exactly what the story was. The crime is rampant, and you have the absurd defund the police narrative. You get this like really warped dystopian type, well, let's reimagine this. Like, no, unless criminals reimagine not committing crimes, you shouldn't reimagine law enforcement. I'm a strong supporter of law enforcement. I'm a member of the 1199 Foundation. You could see up on the wall, supporting the families of fallen CHP officers. God bless the California Highway Patrol. But I also understand that in any industry, whether it's the medical industry with doctors or lawyers or accountants or law enforcement officials, you're going to find people who, break the rules or who do things that are not appropriate or just. That happens. That could be addressed. Yeah, brutality is an issue that needed to be addressed. It should never have been addressed through $1 to $2 billion in property damage, 25 lives lost according to Wikipedia, and calls to defund police. Okay? You shut down society because of safety. You say that science is making you lock things down. Meanwhile, mayors of cities are threatening to withhold the electricity to houses that have house parties during these societal shutdowns. Okay, in not just in like every major city, that type of thing was taking place. You're not going to control things that you just can't. Sometimes there are things that you just can't control, and you have to not react in a paranoid manner. Anyway, hit subscribe to this channel right now. They don't want to talk about the crime because it doesn't suit their narrative, because their policies right now are ruining Democratic-run cities and states. Highest unemployment rates, soaring crime, homelessness, and it's happening under their watch and in Biden's America. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now to my super thanks. Earl, Lucky, thank you again. SL, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much. If you want to support my voice and my work, the super thanks is below.